are doing chicken tendies today. I've loved chicken tenders since I was a little boy. I love chicken tendies now. Why not make some amazing, delicious, crispy chicken tenders? So we're gonna do chicken tendies. They're gonna be crispy, delicious. We're gonna have some herbs in a lettuce cup, and we're gonna have it with a little bit of our spicy chili crunch wrap and our black garlic homemade ranch. Let's get into it. So, first thing you want to do is either the night before or like 3-4 hours before, probably about 4 hours, is get yourself your chicken breast, or you can actually use actual chicken tenders. But I like to use chicken breast, and we're going to take these and we're going to marinate them in buttermilk and spices. So let's do that first. So, first thing we do, get ourselves a heavy duty bag, pour our buttermilk in. So cup and a half, cup and a half. Then we're gonna go with our spices. Half teaspoon of each. Smoked paprika, onion powder, half teaspoon. And a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Half teaspoon, you guessed it, of dill, half teaspoon. Some cracked black pepper. You know me, I like a lot of black pepper. And then a pinch of salt, pinch, and then I like to do a little wacky Tabasco in there. I would say about 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots of Tabasco. We're just gonna kind of mix it up. Done. So that's all mixed. Now we're gonna want to take our chicken breast and get these are the organic ones. These are the organic, like, free range chicken breasts. Look at the size of these. They might be lying to us. I don't know if these are. It says right there, organic free range chicken breasts, but these look like they've been hit the sauce a little bit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna cut these up, and then we're gonna cut these into strips to make chicken tenders. This is kind of weird. I know it's a little wasteful, but I usually save all these when I do a bunch. But I don't like it too, like, this will all overcook and it makes it a little too long. So I kind of just cut this little piece off and I save that for whatever I'm gonna cook with. And then, see how it's nice and thick? Right here, it's like thick, and it kind of gets a little bit thinner right there. Thick, and then it goes kind of thin. What I'm gonna do is just give it a light pounding. I'm just making it all even so the tenders cook evenly. You don't have overcooked chicken, undercooked chicken. You want it all even. So I just give it a light little punch. And I'm kind of just making it all the same size. See? It's all the same size now. You see how this one's fat and it goes skinny? You can use a mallet, you can put plastic wrap over it. We're already going quick, so might as well just, you don't need to do all that. So then let's cut it into tendies. There's a tendy, and here's one. So we take these, we're gonna put them in our bag of our buttermilk and our spices. And we're gonna go in the fridge. I like to go overnight, but that's just me. You can easily go 3 hours, 4 hours, and you'll be absolutely fine. You just want to get a lot of that flavor in there. There's a little trick that I started doing that I looked up and kind of learned. And I started adding an egg to my marinade, to my batter, and it makes it a little extra crispy. So I started adding an egg, and it really works. I usually add it and mix it up with my buttermilk, but since I completely forgot, we'll just do this. And we'll mix it up. But normally I wouldn't have to get my hand dirty because I'd remember to put the egg in it, but we're absolutely fine. You can do it like this. We're all friends here. So mix it all up. We're gonna wash our hands anyways because we're dealing with raw chicken. This is 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup cornstarch. The reason I do 1 cup of cornstarch, you can do potato starch, you can do rice flour, whatever you want, is because flour is gonna get crispy, but it has gluten in it. So like even the gluten like kind of sucks up the water a little bit, like the juice, and it kind of holds on to it a little more. When you do like cornstarch or rice flour or potato starch, it kind of gives a little more crispiness. It like kind of releases that, you know, the steam and everything else, and it doesn't really hold all of it in. So I do a little mix of both because just plain cornstarch is a little too much. You can kind of taste the cornstarch too much, but you get that beautiful flavor of the flour also that gives it that great crispy crunch and that like fried chicken you remember. So I do a mix 2 to 1, 2 parts AP flour, 1 part of cornstarch or potato starch. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing we did with our buttermilk Mary. So we're gonna do the same amount. We're gonna go half teaspoon. We're gonna go with our onion powder, half teaspoon. You can do a Mon garlic powder, half teaspoon dill, dried, half teaspoon smoked paprika. You don't have to use smoke. That's all I have, so I'm doing smoked. Just as flavorful, delicious as regular paprika. All right, and little black pepper. I would say about 3 teaspoons of salt, or else I just like to do 3 big pinches of salt. What is that, left shoulder? I think it's the left shoulder. You just spill salt, you're supposed to like, that's like bad luck or something. I think it's supposed to go over your left shoulder. When you spill salt, are you supposed to throw it over your left shoulder? Or what's going on with that? Is that something, is that real? Am I making this up? Tell me, please. I need this. Let's ask AI. You're not making it up, that's a real superstition. If you spill salt, you take a pinch and toss it over your left shoulder. Oh. Got our spices, got our cornstarch, our flour. We're just gonna give this a little mix. Okay, once that's incorporated, this is something I learned from just reading a million recipes on how to do this. You want to do a little bit of buttermilk. I mean, I've been reading recipes on how to make fried chicken, how to make chicken tenders since I was like 19 years old. And I always found that you're supposed to do a little bit of buttermilk in your actual fresh flour or cornstarch, whatever you're doing, because it makes those little crispy cracklings you see on the outside. A little bit of that buttermilk all over your breading is what makes those little crackly, crispy pieces on the outside. So you want to put a little buttermilk in your mix. So we're gonna go right in with our tenders. Don't ever just drop them in. Let them drink the oil. Let them have a little time. Let it fry up and crisp a little bit, and then drop it. 1 more in there, let it kind of feel the oil, let it kind of crisp, let it kind of seal, then drop them. I think we can probably get 1 more in there without overflowing. Yeah, we're good. Let's make sure the temp, we're staying at 375, because whenever you add anything to your oil, you add a bunch of it, it's gonna cool the oil down. So I'm always just constantly making sure I'm at my temperature by going up, or if it's too hot, going down. So we're still at, so look at this, it went down to 359. So I'm just gonna go up 1 more notch to kind of rock it. So this went down to, okay, 350. So that cooled down from 375 to 355. So I just went up a little bit in temp. And that's gonna really keep it up and keep it going. So always checking your temp. So check this out.
Beautiful.
All right, these are done. Oh, what crispy crunchies. Oh. We're just gonna make a few little cups. Kind of press down. So we got a little of our spicy chili crunch. So we do our spicy chili crunch. And you want to learn how to make this one? I have a whole video on how to make this delicious spicy chili crunch. And we're gonna put this spicy chili crunch right over our chicken. Right over our tenders. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Having so much fun. That's going right over there. Gonna give it a little heat, a little crunch. And those are going right onto our lettuce wraps. Look. Beautiful. I do a little scallion. I finished a little bit of this is masago ari, which is basically little rice balls. You see this on sushi a lot, but I like to kind of like just add extra crispness and add them to my little wraps. I'm going for big dog. I'm going for this beauty right here. I've had my eye on this one. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get that crunch. Mmm. This is homemade black garlic ranch. This is what it's supposed to be paired with. Spicy chili crunch, black garlic ranch, and you want to make this black garlic ranch, I have a recipe for it too. That is insane. My God. The spicy chili crunch, the kind of rice and scallion on the outside, the super crispy tendy, and that black garlic ranch kind of pulls this whole thing together. This is the ultimate bite. This is what I'm talking about. Mmm. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and once again, I'm always saying it because I always mean it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.